Jake Orman here, telling you why I feel I'm a great fit for the sponsorship. A lot of stuff I have overcome in life has not just been sports oriented or specifics. I've also come through a lot of life hard times and overcome the boundaries and I want to say bumps in the road that have brought me and formed me in who I am today. Um, I started swimming back in fourth grade, swam up until about high school, kind of switched around with sports, went from swimming to soccer, soccer to water polo. Um, Now, my sophomore year, I came to find out my dad was diagnosed with appendix cancer, which is very, very rare. When my dad was diagnosed with appendix cancer, we were told that he would only have 6 months to live. With that 6 months to live, we ended up not really having a lot of time to spend with him. When he had chemo, he wouldn't be able to visit or come and view my swim meets. So, more or less, I remember one time there was one swim meet. I was about to get on the block, and I got on the block, and my mom said, Jake, Jake, Jake. She's like, Jake, look who's in the stands. And I looked over. For that split second, I saw my dad wave to me. He had his portable chemo pack. He made it all the way out of the house, down the street, to my high school just to watch me swim, which was a big deal because he was in a lot of pain 90% of the time. I remember when I dove in, swam to the other side, it was a 50 free, got back to the start, and he was gone. He was already in so much pain he had to leave within that split couple minutes. Now, being said that, that's one of the biggest things I've overcame is my dad's death. Now, fast forward a little. After high school, I tried doing MMA, tried doing a couple other sports, see what I was good at. But then I found swimming again. It kind of came back to me like as if it was a natural instinct. So when I came back to swimming, I joined what's called the Chicago Smell. It's a U.S. Masters swimming group. I love the team. I feel like it's more of a family. It's more of a family than actually a team. We don't have like that kind of team mentality where you just see them at the pool, call it a day, and you're done. We see each other out of the pool. We go to social events. We are not to mention 4-time back-to-back state championships for Illinois Masters, as well as we have overcome a lot of challenges. Being that we've had so many, maybe some bumps in the road, but we've had a lot of swimmers that come from different backgrounds that we've even put numbers on the board that even made national records, All-American records. I remember I'm part of one of the relays that came top 10 within 2015, if I'm correct. Their relay for the 400 men's free and the 200 men's free relay, we clocked in 6th and 5th place of All-American, which is a big thing because back in high school we had a small team, so we didn't have that much potential. Now, about a couple years ago, my brother was killed in a car accident. He was only 17. He was the brother I wish I could have ever been to him. With everything I always wanted as a big brother. Now, being said that, he always cheered me on. He always asked me my day. I would come into my mom's house, and he would tell me, hey, you want to hang? Or, like stuff like that that kind of strikes you as, the most important, small things are bigger than some big things in life, and that was one of them. It was a struggle after he passed. I can remember the night so clear, like it's crisp, like movie scene or a trailer. It just comes to you as an instinct. But after that, I wasn't able to swim for a while. To be completely honest, I wasn't able to swim. I couldn't even function as a human being. I mean, we were both adopted at birth, so that became a huge factor of who I was my brother was everything I ever wanted, and he was the only one I ever knew in my life. My mom and dad couldn't have kids, and they adopted us blindsided, without any medical history, without anything to know about us prior to adopting us, and they still kept to us, which means a lot to me because you won't find it anywhere. Being me, I honestly, it would be hard to take a chance to, adopt a kid that you would know nothing about. That's nothing against anybody else that's done it, but it's just, you kind of want to know the background in anything when it comes to you. I swim now in honor of them because they have the best seats in the entire world or the universe, which is up there, because they can be able to see every swim meet I swim, be able to cheer me on every possible way ever. I mean, it means the world to me to be an athlete, But the biggest thing is to bring my dad and my brother's legacy together and make sure it's carried on, as well as make sure that, I can show it to everybody. Make sure that I can let everybody know you're not alone if you're going through hardships like I did. Like that's my goal in life, is to help others realize that I don't want that they're not alone. Like I don't want anybody going through whatever I've gone through in the 25 years I've been alive. That's the hardest thing to see, is someone else struggle and know that you've been there one time in your life and that you got to watch them go through that. No, I would never want them to do that. I want to be an advocate to show everybody that, hey, I've been through it before and that you can get through it too as well. The night my brother died was the first time he saw the ultrasound. The first time there was an ultrasound of my daughter, and that hit me hard. Like I'll never see my dad. I'll never see my brother's expression when they see Emma, which is my daughter. She's only one, but I mean, it's like you kind of tell them a story of them, and it sounds like a folktale. Like you don't know if it's true, if it's not, but it's just you got to think about it and imagine what it'd be like if they were here. Nevertheless, that's kind of the background of why. I mean, I've overcome so much in this lifetime, and being that I can overcome this and I can achieve what I need to achieve. I mean, I just came back from Pan Am and I swam the best I could ever swim in a 50-meter pool. I downed all my times by like 3 or 4 seconds, which is amazing because that was my first international competition. I was absolutely nervous, don't get me wrong, but it was absolutely the best time of my life to know that my dad and my brother were watching me up above, But not to mention, it's just like, it's the most exciting adrenaline rush when you get on the block and you know everybody's eyes are on you. It's like the moment where it's like now or never kind of thing. But alongside of that, all the achievements and all the accomplishments and all of the bumps in the road I've come across, I have to owe it that my training schedule is not easy either. I do 3 swims a week along with 3 dry lands training, which is more HIIT workouts and strength conditioning. Not to mention I always have to make sure I eat right, which I'm still getting in the habit of it, but nevertheless, I usually spend about an hour or 2 at the gym when it's dry land doing HIIT workouts with the elevation mask just to get my core tight and make sure I can keep my core tight because most of swimming is majority of core. So I work my arm to do maybe 6 rounds of ropes for a minute each. It's never an easy way. It's the mentality of either go hard or you go home, because you don't want to gas out. Just like in any other sport, you don't want to gas out. Don't be, especially when it's the biggest moment of your life. Say you're in the Olympics and you gas out. Like, what are you training for, honestly? But I just wanted to point out, why I feel I'm a fit for the sponsorship and why I feel like I can not only, as much as might not have a good social media base, I can definitely show you that I can be a true athlete at heart, as well as an advocate at heart too, and show the world, it's not all about social media. It's about what you can prove to others upon yourself, and that is why I feel like I'm a good fit for the sponsorship. Thank you so much for your time.